How to change a lazy mindset. Step 1. Start with a clear purpose. Why do you want to change? Take a moment to think about what motivates you. Is it a goal, a dream, or a desire to be better for yourself or loved ones? Could you write it down? When you have a clear purpose, it becomes easier to push past the initial resistance. Step 2. Break down your tasks. A common cause of laziness is feeling overwhelmed. Big tasks seem impossible, so we avoid them. The solution? Break them down into tiny, manageable steps. Instead of saying, I need to clean the house, start with, I'll clean one corner of this room for 10 minutes. Small wins build momentum. Once you start, you're likely to keep going. Step 3. Set a routine. Structure is your best friend when fighting a lazy mindset. Decide when you'll wake up, when you'll work, and when you'll rest. Stick to it, even when you don't feel like it. Over time, this routine becomes automatic, making it easier to stay productive. Step 4. Use the 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes to do it immediately. Whether it's responding to an email, washing a dish, or tidying up a small space, quick wins prevent tasks from piling up. Step 5. Eliminate distractions. Laziness often comes from distractions like social media, endless scrolling, or binge-watching shows. Identify what eats up your time and create boundaries. Set timers, block apps, or create a dedicated workspace to help you stay focused. Step 6. Celebrate progress. Changing a lazy mindset isn't about becoming perfect overnight. It's about progress. Celebrate every small victory, whether it's completing a task, sticking to your routine, or simply getting started. Step 7. Surround yourself with motivation. The people and environment around you influence your mindset. Spend time with those who inspire and encourage you. Fill your space with reminders of your goals, vision boards, sticky notes, or quotes that resonate with you. Step 8. Move your body. Physical activity is a powerful way to shift a lazy mindset. Even a short walk or stretching session can boost your energy and focus. Exercise trains your mind to push through resistance, a skill that translates into other areas of life. Step 9. Replace negative self-talk. Stop telling yourself, I'm just lazy. Words have power. Instead say, I'm learning to take action. Positive affirmations can rewire your brain to see yourself as capable and driven. Step 10. Be kind to yourself. Lastly, remember that everyone has lazy moments. It's okay to rest and recharge. Don't beat yourself up for setbacks. Instead, focus on what you can do better tomorrow. Friend, changing a lazy mindset is like waking up from a long nap. At first, it feels hard, even uncomfortable, but once you take that first step, the energy begins to flow. Start small, stay consistent, and always remember, you're stronger than the habits holding you back. The future version of you, the one who's confident, motivated, and thriving, is cheering you on. If you ever felt stuck in a cycle of procrastination and low energy, you're not alone. A lazy mindset can creep in quietly, making everything feel overwhelming and draining your motivation. But the good news is this: you can change it, and it starts with small, deliberate steps. The first thing to understand is that laziness isn't a personality trait. It's a habit. And like any habit, it can be broken. The key is recognizing the triggers and patterns that feed your laziness. Finding your why. One of the most powerful ways to overcome laziness is by connecting with your why. Why do you want to change? What is it that you truly want from life? It might be financial independence, better health, or the ability to provide for your loved ones. When you have a reason that deeply matters to you, it becomes your fuel. Could you write it down? Make it visible. Every time you feel unmotivated, remind yourself why you started. A strong why can push you forward even on the hardest days. Overcoming the fear of failure. Laziness often masks deeper fears. Fear of failing, of not being good enough, or even of success. It's easier to do nothing than to face those fears. But here's the truth. Action is the antidote to fear. Start small. Start messy. It doesn't have to be perfect. The more you act, the more confident you'll become, and those fears will lose their grip on you. The compound effect of small habits. Imagine improving just 1% every day. It might not seem like much, but over time, those tiny improvements add up to something extraordinary. Focus on small, consistent actions rather than big, overwhelming changes. For example, instead of saying, "I'll exercise for an hour," commit to 5 minutes of movement. Instead of, "I'll read a whole book," read 1 page. These small steps build momentum, and momentum creates change. The role of rest and recharge. Ironically, laziness can sometimes come from overwork or burnout. If you're constantly pushing yourself without rest, your body and mind may resist. Schedule time to recharge intentionally. Rest is productive when it's planned, not when it's avoidance. Think of it like sharpening a blade. Even the sharpest tools become dull without care. Rest keeps you sharp, focused, and ready to act. Learning to enjoy the process. One of the biggest mindset shifts is learning to enjoy the process instead of only focusing on the outcome. When you fall in love with growth, learning, and taking action, you stop seeing tasks as chores. For example, don't just work out to lose weight. Work out to feel stronger and more alive. Don't just clean to have a tidy home. Clean to create a space that makes you happy. Find joy in the journey, and laziness will naturally fade away. Your future self is waiting. Every choice you make today shapes the person you'll become tomorrow. Picture your future self, someone confident, motivated, and fulfilled. What would they tell you to do right now? They'd say, "Get up. Take the first step. Keep going. I'm waiting for you, and I promise it's worth it." Friend, change isn't about a massive overhaul. It's about daily, intentional steps toward becoming the person you know you can be. So, start today. Choose one thing to focus on. Take one small step. And trust that with every effort, you're creating a better, stronger, and more capable version of yourself. The power of momentum. Let's talk about momentum, the secret weapon against a lazy mindset. Imagine pushing a car stuck in neutral. At first, it feels impossible. The car barely budges. But once it starts rolling, every push gets easier, and soon it's moving with almost no effort. Your mindset works the same way. The hardest part is starting. But once you take that first step, however small, you begin to create momentum. That small victory makes the next step easier, and before you know it, you're moving toward your goals. Here's a trick. Start with a task so small it feels ridiculous. Can't write a report? Open your laptop. Struggling to clean your room? Pick up one item. These tiny actions aren't about achieving the task right away. They're about breaking the inertia that keeps you stuck. The cost of staying stuck. Now, let's flip the script for a moment. Have you ever thought about what laziness is costing you? Not just in missed opportunities, but in how it makes you feel about yourself? Every time you procrastinate, a little voice in your head whispers, "I'm not good enough." And over time, that voice gets louder, eroding your confidence and stealing your dreams. But here's the good news. Every step you take to fight laziness silences that voice. Every action, no matter how small, is a declaration that you're in charge of your life. Create a reward system. Humans are wired to seek rewards. So why not use that to your advantage? Create a simple reward system for yourself. For example, complete a task? Treat yourself to your favorite snack. Finish your to-do list. Watch an episode of your favorite show. These rewards don't have to be big. They just need to reinforce the idea that effort leads to something good. Over time, your brain will associate productivity with positivity, making it easier to stay motivated. Visualize your success. Take a moment to close your eyes and imagine the life you want. Picture yourself achieving your goals, feeling confident, and living with purpose. What does it look like? How does it feel? Visualization isn't just daydreaming. It's a powerful tool for reprogramming your brain. When you regularly picture your success, you create a mental roadmap that guides your actions. Pro tip: write down your vision and keep it somewhere you can see daily. It's a constant reminder of what you're working toward. The power of accountability. We're not meant to go through life alone. Sometimes, the best way to fight laziness is to have someone in your corner. Tell a friend, family member, or mentor about your goals. Share your progress and ask for their support. Even better, find someone with similar goals and hold each other accountable. When you know someone is counting on you, you're less likely to slack off. Turn setbacks into stepping stones. Let's be real. There will be days when you fall back into old habits. That's okay. Growth isn't a straight line. It's a journey of ups and downs. When setbacks happen, don't beat yourself up. Instead, ask, what can I learn from this? Every failure is a lesson in disguise. Use it to grow stronger and wiser. You are in control. Friend, the truth is, your mindset is entirely within your control. It's not about waiting for the right moment or hoping things will get easier. It's about deciding, right here and now, that you're ready to take charge of your life. Start small. Stay consistent. Celebrate every victory. And always remember, the life you want is waiting for you on the other side of action. I believe in you. Now it's time for you to believe in yourself. Harnessing the power of habits. Let's dive into habits, the building blocks of your daily life. Every action you take is either moving you closer to your goals or further away from them. To change a lazy mindset, focus on creating habits that support your growth. Start by identifying one habit you'd like to change or build. Maybe it's waking up earlier, exercising regularly, or spending less time on social media. Whatever it is, begin small and keep it simple. For instance, want to read more? Start with 1 page a day. Need to exercise? Do 5 minutes of stretching. The goal is consistency, not perfection. Over time, these small habits compound, creating massive change. Be your coach. One of the biggest challenges in overcoming laziness is self-talk. Pay attention to how you speak to yourself. Are you encouraging or critical? Imagine you're coaching someone else. You wouldn't say, "You're lazy and you'll never succeed." You'd say, "You've got this." Start small and keep going. Treat yourself with the same kindness and encouragement you'd give to a friend. Make discomfort your ally. Growth often happens outside of your comfort zone. Laziness thrives in the desire for ease and avoidance of discomfort. But what if you reframe discomfort as a sign of progress? Every time you push through resistance, whether it's starting a workout, tackling a tough project, or having a difficult conversation, you're training your mind to get stronger. Instead of fearing discomfort, embrace it as a stepping stone to success. Focus on systems, not goals. Goals are important, but they're only part of the equation. It's the systems, the daily actions and routines that truly drive success. For example, instead of saying, "I want to lose 10 pounds, focus on building a system of healthy eating and regular exercise. Instead of saying, "I want to save money," create a habit of setting aside a specific amount each month. Systems keep you on track, even when motivation wanes. Celebrate your effort, not just results. One of the quickest ways to kill motivation is by tying your self-worth to outcomes. If you only feel good when you achieve something big, you'll struggle to stay motivated. Instead, celebrate the effort you're putting in. Did you show up today? Did you take even a small step toward your goal? That's worth acknowledging. When you focus on effort, you create a mindset that values progress over perfection. Rewrite your story. Finally, remember that the story you tell yourself shapes your reality. If you've been stuck in a lazy mindset, you might have internalized a narrative like, "I'm just not motivated," or "I'll never change." It's time to rewrite that story. Start telling yourself a new one. "I'm capable of change. I'm learning to take action every day. I'm becoming the person I want to be. Write these affirmations down. Repeat them daily. Over time, your new story will become your truth. Friend, laziness isn't permanent. It's a temporary state that can be transformed with intention and action. You have everything you need to succeed within you. Start today and take that first step toward becoming the best version of yourself. I'm rooting for you every step of the way. Turn your environment into an ally. Your environment has a huge impact on your mindset and productivity. A cluttered space can lead to a cluttered mind, while an organized and inspiring environment can energize you. Take a moment to assess your surroundings. Is your workspace inviting or distracting? Are there things in your environment that encourage laziness, like a TV in your bedroom or snacks at your desk? Start making small changes. Declutter your space, add motivational quotes or images, and create a setup that encourages focus and action. When your environment supports your goals, it becomes much easier to stay on track. Master the morning. The way you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. A lazy morning often spirals into a lazy day. So, create a morning routine that energizes you. Keep it simple. Start with a glass of water to hydrate. Take 5 minutes to stretch or move your body. Spend a few moments planning your top priorities for the day. These small actions can make a big difference. When you start your day with intention, you're more likely to stay productive and focused. Learn from role models. Think about someone you admire, someone who seems to embody discipline, confidence, and success. What habits or mindsets do they have that you could adopt? This doesn't mean you have to copy them exactly. Instead, use their success as inspiration to craft your approach. If they wake up early, try starting your day 15 minutes earlier. If they journal daily, give it a shot. Role models show us what's possible and can spark our growth. Practice gratitude to shift your mindset. A lazy mindset often stems from focusing on what's wrong or what's missing. Gratitude flips the script. When you start appreciating what you have, you'll feel more motivated to work toward your goals. Take a moment each day to write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big. Maybe it's a kind word from a friend, a sunny day, or a meal you enjoyed. Over time, this habit can train your brain to see opportunities instead of obstacles. The 5-second rule. Here's a game-changing technique. The 5-second rule. Anytime you feel the urge to procrastinate, count backward from 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then act. This simple trick interrupts hesitation and pushes you to take immediate action. It's a powerful tool to break through the mental barriers that keep you stuck. Reframe failure as feedback. One reason people stay in a lazy mindset is fear of failure. But failure isn't the end. It's a step in the learning process. Every mistake teaches you something valuable. Instead of avoiding challenges because you're afraid to fail, embrace them as opportunities to grow. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? And use that insight to improve. Your future starts now. Here's the truth. The future you dream of won't happen by accident. It starts with the choices you make today. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up, trying your best, and refusing to give up. Think of this as your turning point. The moment you decide to stop letting laziness define you and start taking control of your life. The road ahead won't always be easy, but I promise it will be worth it. Every small step you take today brings you closer to the person you're meant to be. I believe in you, and I know you have what it takes to create a life you're proud of. Break big goals into small steps. One of the biggest reasons we stay stuck in a lazy mindset is that our goals feel overwhelming. It's easy to look at a mountain of tasks and think, I'll never get this done. So we avoid starting altogether. The solution? Break those big goals into smaller, more manageable steps. Instead of focusing on the entire mountain, just look at the next step in front of you. For example, if you want to get fit, don't start with a 2-hour workout. Start with a 10-minute walk. If you want to write a book, don't aim for 1,000 words a day. Start with 100. Progress, no matter how small, builds momentum. And momentum is your secret weapon against laziness. Celebrate the journey, not just the destination. We often think we'll be happy once we reach a certain goal, once we lose weight, earn a promotion, or achieve success. But if you tie your happiness solely to the outcome, you miss the beauty of the journey. Every small win deserves celebration. Finished your to-do list today? That's worth a pat on the back. Stuck in your new habit for a week? Treat yourself. These moments of acknowledgement fuel your motivation and remind you that progress is worth celebrating. Learn to say no to distractions. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Your phone, social media, streaming platforms. They all compete for your attention and make it harder to focus on what truly matters. Here's a mindset shift. Every time you say yes to a distraction, you're saying no to your goals. To change this, start by identifying your biggest distractions and setting boundaries around them. Put your phone on airplane mode when working. Schedule specific times for social media or entertainment. Use apps or timers to stay focused on tasks. Protecting your time is one of the most powerful ways to overcome laziness and achieve more. Adopt a growth mindset. A lazy mindset often results from believing that our abilities are fixed, that we're either good at something or we're not. But this couldn't be further from the truth. With effort and persistence, you can improve in any area of life. This is called a growth mindset, and it's a game changer. Instead of thinking, I can't do this, start thinking, I can't do this yet. That small shift opens the door to learning, experimentation, and growth. Surround yourself with positive energy. The people you spend time with influence your mindset more than you realize. If you're surrounded by negativity or laziness, it's easy to absorb those traits. Seek out people who inspire you, challenge you, and push you to be your best. These could be friends, mentors, or even authors, podcasters, or YouTubers who share uplifting content. Positive influences can ignite your drive and keep you motivated. Build discipline through consistency. Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going. And discipline is built through consistency. It's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. Start with small, non-negotiable actions. Meditate for 2 minutes every morning. Write one sentence in your journal daily. Spend 5 minutes planning your next day every evening. These small acts of discipline create a ripple effect that transforms your mindset over time. Visualize your future self. Take a moment to imagine who you want to be a year from now. What do they look like? How do they act? What habits have they built? Now ask yourself, what can I do today to move closer to that version of myself? Visualization isn't just about dreaming. It's about aligning your actions with your aspirations. Keep that vision of your future self in mind as you navigate daily decisions. Your next step. If you're still reading this, you're already on the path to change. You've taken the first step by seeking solutions, and that's something to be proud of. Now it's time to take action. Choose one idea from this letter, just one, and put it into practice today. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be a start. Remember, change doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent effort, you can achieve incredible things. Friend, the life you want is within reach. It starts with the mindset you choose and the actions you take every day. I'm cheering for you. You've got this.